Hare Krishna, everyone. Let's get started. We'll start with the Kirtan. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschatu Deshatarine Jai Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I would suggest everyone to repeat. Like first time I'll sing and then we'll all sing together. Am I audible by the way? Lalu Kaku, am I audible? You can show thumbs up.
I can barely hear you.
You can barely hear me? Okay, just give me one moment then. I need that headset then.
You're coming back. It seems like.
Okay, give me one moment. Let me get the headset. I thought let me use it without the headset. Am I still better audible?
Yes.
Okay, then we can continue. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I would suggest everyone to clap your hands while you are singing, because this is the medicine for this Kali Yuga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, जय प्रभुपदा 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 श्रीला प्रभुपदा निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल। श्री कलयुग पावन हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं। परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं। हरि ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. Am I still audible?
Yes,
Yes,
audible,
sure.
Prabhuji.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Thank you very much. So today, before we go into any topic, I wanted to ask, first of all, I really wanted to appreciate, thank you all very much for the feedback and comments. That is very, very helpful. And I wanted to ask, like, okay, if anyone has any questions um, that we want to discuss, this could be any questions that we have discussed in our previous class, or it could be anything pertaining to our life, which is shareable in this forum. Um, anyone has any questions? Lalukaku, are you raising your hand? I can't see that. You have a question? No? I can't hear you. You can unmute. You can unmute and say, because um,
No, these are no question. You proceed.
okay. Okay. So let me ask, since no one has a question, so let me ask a question. Does anyone remember like what we covered in our last session? The gateway to mercy. And how do we get the gateway to mercy? Anyone? You can raise your hands, or you can. What is our gateway to the mercy? No one remembers? Okay, does anyone remember what we discussed in the last session? I know it's been 2 weeks. So, not even Parul Mataji? Okay.
I'm
Lalu Kaku
actually
does.
cheating. I'm looking at my notes.
Okay.
So I know you talked about bhakti. The last session, I think the 210, what is the qualifications for the prayers to be heard? I
Hmm.
believe we were talking about how to serve Krishna. There's quite a few things that you covered in that lesson too. You went over,
Right.
I think, one of the kirtan that you actually went
Yes.
more into it, that Shama Karunamai had done a couple weeks ago.
Yes. And within that, um, within that, we covered about the 6 aspects, the 6 things. If we do, then the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna will hear all our prayers. Yes, Lalukaku, you wanted to say something? You can unmute and say.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I didn't want to speak anything. I want you to proceed. I'm listening.
Okay. Okay. Shama Karunamai Mataji wanted to say something.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Accept my pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Um,
Yes.
No, I was just wanted to answer the question that 6 aspects of process of surrender and how to get mercy of the Lord. I wanted to answer that.
Yes, please go ahead.
Dainya, that is humility. Dainya Atma Nivedan, that is surrendering oneself. Bhakti, no, Goptitrevaran, that is to accept Krishna as the Supreme Lord and Master.
Hmm.
Dainya Atma Nivedana, Goptitrevaran. Avashya Rakshive Krishna, Vishwase Palan. So to have complete faith that Krishna will definitely protect. Avashya Rakshive Krishna, Vishwase Palan. Bhakti Anukula Matra, Karjira Shikar. So to accept only what is favorable in bhakti, and bhakti pratikul matra parjan angikar. So whatever is unfavorable in devotional service should be rejected.
Hmm. Very nice. Yes. So these 6 things are Dainyatma Nivedana Goptrite Varan Avashay Rakshibe Krishna Vishwasa Palan Bhakti Anukula Matro Karjero Shikar Bhakti Pratikulo Bhava Varjan Angikar. So among these 6, which are the top 2 important ones? Which is very important? What happens if we if we if we try to follow these 6? If we try to be humble, if we try to be Atman is offering oneself. If we try to offer oneself to Krishna, if we are offering ourselves, if we are using ourselves for Krishna's purpose, then third is Goptritre Varan. That is uh, accepting Krishna as our only maintainer. Okay, if there is a problem, someone says, okay, you worship this demigod, Devta, Devi, then you will be able to come out of this. No, if we take only shelter of Krishna, that no, I want to take shelter of only Krishna. Okay, uh, okay, you come to this, you do this thing, you do that thing. No, no. Then in that case, our ananyata or our one pointedness is lost. When we do when we do this, and then understanding, avashya rakshibe Krishna vishwasapalam, having a firm faith that Krishna will protect me. And then what is the fourth and fifth? Avash, bhaktir anukula matra karjiro shikar. That is accepting those things which are favorable for bhakti, and bhakti pratikul bhav borjonongikar means rejecting those things which are unfavorable for bhakti. Just give me one. So this, so um, rejecting those things which are unfavorable for bhakti. And what happens if we try to do this? Then we heard Sharanga Sharana Goti Hoi Bejaha Tahara Prarthana Shune Srinanda Kumar. One who has these 6 tenets of surrender, one who follows these 6 principles of surrender, Tahara Prarthana Shune Nanda Kumar. His prarthana, his prayers are heard by Sri Nanda Kumar. Who is the Kumar of Nanda? Means who is the son of Nanda Maharaj? That is Sri Krishna. His prayers are being heard by Sri Krishna. And who is helping us understand this? We understood why we were hearing this prayer. Does anyone remember? Okay, let me summarize that. We were hearing this prayer because, see, this is the foundation of bhakti. Okay, this is the foundation of bhakti. And who came to give this foundation? Who is trying to build this? We heard that in the first part. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kori Swaparshad Shriyo Dhamo Saho Avatari. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of his causeless compassion for the living entities, what he did, he comes along with his complete entourage. When Narendra Modi goes to, let's say, within India or outside India, he goes with his entourage. He does not go alone like, oh, I am now here, I am the Prime Minister of India. Okay, hello, do we have anyone like, okay, whom I can meet here? No, it's not like that. His entire troop goes. Okay, if let's say if the President of America, if he has to travel, his entire troop will go. There is also, I have heard, like there is also an A1 Air Force, like Air Force One. Okay, that is a special plane for the president. Okay, it has all the facilities that the president needs, and it has all the facilities for his ministers or so to travel. So similarly, when the Lord also advents, he comes with his entire troop. When Krishna came, he came with his entire troop. All the Gopas, the Gopis, all his friends, everyone that you see in this Leela, it's not that, okay, they came like Krishna was also another boy, like, okay, no. They were all specially qualified. They came for this particular Leela. Similarly, when Ramchandra came, all the demigods, means the Devtas, they all took birth as monkeys, okay, to perform this particular Leela. Similarly, in this Kali Yuga, Krishna came in as Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So how do we know? Our scriptures tell, Vrajendra Nandana je Sachi Suta hoilo je Balaram hoilo nitai. Vrajendra Nandan je Shochisuta hoilo she, means the one who is Vrajendra Nandan. Okay, he became Sachisuta, like he became the son of Mother Sachi. And Balaram became Balaram hoilo nitai. Balaram became Nitai, means Sachisuta is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Krishna, the Vrajendra Nandan, he became Lord Chaitanya, and Balaram became Lord Nityananda, Nitai. And why did they come? They came to distribute. Does anyone remember why did they come here? What did they come to distribute?
Kripa.
Kripa, of course, but Kripa in what form? I will come to Shamakarunmai next, but I want to see if anyone remembers that. This is the most important thing. What is that? What is that wealth that they are carrying? Yes, Shamakarunmai.
Goloker Premadhan Harinam Sankirtan.
Yes, they came to distribute love. Love
Love
for
of
God.
God.
Love of God. Okay, they came to distribute this, and through this, through like whoever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in contact with, they got this love for God. Okay, and the most beautiful aspect is in this Mahaprabhu's Leela is that the one who is the most fallen, that person gets the highest mercy. See, think about this a little bit, and we'll dive deeper into this. So, let me ask this firstly. How many of you are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra? You can raise your hand. Okay. And anyone else? Okay, I know Shama Karunamai chants. Okay, Ashok Kishore Charan Prabhu chants. Okay, who else? Um, okay. Um, so when we chant the mantra, before chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, so before chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we chant this mantra, like, okay, we chant the Panchatattva mantra. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. That is, we are taking their blessings and then we are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So, that is the same Lord Krishna has come in as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he's bestowing lot of mercy. He's bestowing highest mercy to the most fallen. A few days back, we had in this mantra, there are 5 personalities who are called Panchatattva. I want to show you this, like who this Panchatattva are, because it is very interesting how we can all get mercy, how we can all get lot of mercy. If we understand this point, then it will become very easy for us to relate. Give me one moment. So let me share my screen here. I have a chanting page with the Panchatattva's photo, so I will let me share the screen. So I will share this. That way, like, page is more cleaner. That way, all can see this. Is everyone able to see this?
Yeah.
So in this picture, we say Shri Krishna Chaitanya. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is Krishna himself, and this is in the mood of Radharani. It is Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahe Anya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya is non-different from Radha and Krishna's combined form. And then on his left we have Prabhu Nityananda. We have Nityananda Prabhu. Okay. And then after that we have Advait Acharya, Shri Advait. Okay. And then this is Shri Gadadhar. and this is Srivas Pandit. Now, who these personalities are very important. See, Krishna came in as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Radha and Krishna combined came in as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He did not come in that blackish complexion. He came in a golden complexion. This golden is the color of Radharani. And this darshan that you are having is the darshan from Sridham Mayapur. And Nityananda, he is Balram. I don't know if you are able to see my cursor here, which I am moving here. Is that visible?
Yes.
Okay. And then Balaram came in as Nityananda Prabhu, and the personality that you have next to that, Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya is none other than a combined combination of Sadashiv and Mahavishnu. Srimad Bhagavatam goes into very great details as to how Krishna expands into different incarnations and many into very, very vivid details. So Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is the one who takes care of operations of all universes. He creates millions of universes in his one breath, and he exhales and he inhales, and like, okay, those universes which are ready for pralay are all inhaled when Mahavishnu is inhaling. So that Mahavishnu and Sadashiv, their combined incarnation is Advaita Acharya. And here you have Gadadhar. Gadadhar is directly incarnation of Srimati Radharani. And this is Srivas Pandit. Srivas Pandit is the incarnation of Narad Muni. So they came to distribute love. And when they came, they did not come like that. As you can see from the picture, Advaita Acharya is very old actually. He is quite old, and I think he is some 52 years older than Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was the one who came first, and I will stop sharing the screen here. He was the one who came first, and he saw the condition. This is 500 years ago. I'm talking about situation 500 years back. See, think about it. 50 years back, the world was much better place in our relative perspective. Um, those who are, Lalu Kaku is now 78, 77, right?
78.
78 is
Yeah.
my father is also 77. He's turning 78. So they can give us the experience of the world in the last 70-75 years, how the world is transformed. Things are the value system is reducing, many things are going down in the downtrend. But 500 years back, when in our perspective world was so good, but at that time also there were a lot of problems. And first came Advaita Acharya. He is Mahavishnu himself. But seeing the condition of the people in general, that how people are getting degraded, people are getting into this meat eating. There is um, there is lot of illicit relationship going on. Okay, and then there is gambling going on, and then there is intoxication going on. And not just that, people at that point of time, like, okay, they would spend their, I mean, people would not be interested in spending any money for the purpose of um, pleasing God or so. Money was being spent for marriages. People would have their children get married in utmost pomp, and that was the greatest satisfaction that they would be getting. But seeing the condition of deteriorating people as such, Advaita Acharya saw that, okay, no one has any attraction for Krishna, and because of this, the he 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 could understand what was the condition that was coming down for all of us. And during that time, like Advaita Acharya was as in this incarnation, he was a very scholar he was a nipun in Shastras. So in the Gautamiya Tantra, which is one of our scriptures, it is said that if one offers tulsi leaf with Ganga Jal at the lotus feet of Krishna, then Krishna is willing to sell himself for that particular devotee. So Advaita Acharya, loudly crying out for the holy name Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he took Ganga water, tulsi leaf, and he started bathing his Shaligram Shila with that, loudly chanting the holy name. This loudly is not just in volume, but from his heart it was coming out, and he was crying out for Krishna to descend in this world. So, because even as Mahavishnu, we covered this very in very small portion. We covered this when we were doing the third or fourth session of the Bhakti Basics, that the different plenary expansions of Krishna and even the Jivas, Bhagwan has 64 qualities. Vishnu has 60 qualities of Bhagwan. And then similarly, like, okay, Jivas has some certain number of qualities. Lord Shiva has certain number of qualities. But they are all lesser than 60. I don't have the exact numbers, but like they are all available from our scriptures. But in this case, Advaita Acharya, like he saw that, okay, the world needed a change, okay, because everyone is on a royal road to hell, okay, and the main problem is that we have no attachment to Krishna. We are all, and because we are not associating, we are not trying to develop our love for Krishna, we are suffering in this material world. We have touched this point many times. Going back to the short story of the child who is lost in the fun fair in that Mela, who was crying. Many people came to help this child. Someone said that, okay, this is an infant child who is crying, and then someone came and said that, okay, can I offer some cloth? The child he needs warm clothes. So the child is offered warm clothes, but then he still continues to cry. Then someone says, I don't know, he needs some food. They give him food, but he still continues to cry. Then someone comes and says that, okay, no, he needs some medicine because he must be having some pain in his stomach. So the medicine is given, but he still continues to cry. At last, someone comes and tells him that, okay, no, this is Mr. Pandey's son. I know his father. So when the child is connected to his father, all his needs are taken care of. That is the position of all of us. We are just crying in this material world for this thing, that thing, no matter what thing. But our real thing is we are disconnected from our Supreme Father. If we connect with our Supreme Father, then all our problems will be solved. And the easiest way that is recommended in this age of Kali is by chanting the holy name. There are many ways for connecting to the Supreme Lord. There are different ways of yoga, but this is the most easiest and the most perfect way designated for the Kali Yuga. And it goes, the 12th canto of Bhagavatam goes into very elaborate details of why this thing is the most easiest way. So going back to the story of Advaita Acharya called, he cried out and his prayers were answered. So Lord Krishna, he advented as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Navadvip 500 years back. And when he came in here, he came with the very, very sole purpose of, as Shama Karunamai Mataji was saying, Golokero Premadhan Harinam Sankirtan. He came to give everyone love for God. And how would that love be given? This is the thing, this is the formula. Golokero Premadhan. Golok is the place where Krishna stays. And the wealth over there is Premadhan. It is the love. Okay, and what is that Premadhan? That is Harinam Sankirtan. It is chanting the names of Krishna. See, think about it. Just take a step back and just reflect on this one thing. No matter whatever we do in our this life, we are doing it to either give love or to get love. There are many people who say that, okay, hunger is a problem of the world. It is true that hunger is a problem in this world, but it is not the hunger of the stomach or belly. It is the hunger of the heart. Okay, like for instance, okay, if you see, if someone is working and if they do not have a job, right? Sometime back, our Prakash Papu was saying about this job. See, the main challenge that comes in, like when someone loses his job, is how do I maintain my family? Would that be a correct question? Why is it so? Because it is our inherent nature to serve whom we are associated with. And why do we serve? Because by serving in this way, we are thinking that, okay, we are actually showing our affection by taking care of them, by doing this job, so that I can buy something for them, so that I can bring something for them. Okay, similarly, like if a mother is cooking for the child, or for if the wife is cooking for her husband, okay, by cooking nice dishes, the mother or the wife thinks that, okay, this way I can please my family member. They may not be thinking about the, like, they may not be thinking of the seva as such, but this is inherently that is going on. And in any exchange that you see in this world, that is that we are trying to do as human beings, there is always an exchange of love. What we are trying to do is to either give love or to get love. But in this exchange of loving affairs, what happens is, in this material world, no matter what we do, we are still unsatisfied. We may be giving our best, but then we think that, okay, we are not getting the best. I was talking to someone yesterday. This person says that, okay, oh, I did so much for so many people, but they all turned out to be ungrateful. And I did this, I did that, I did this, but then I'm not getting this. I'm not getting any reciprocation that way. This is the nature of the material world. Dukkhale ashashvatam. So, and it is not that, okay, what we are doing, okay, we will not get reciprocation. Whatever we are getting right now, it is a result of our past karma, okay, where we are not getting any reciprocation from somewhere. And that is why we are constantly in this cycle. We are trying to give something, and then, okay, we are, whatever reciprocation that we are getting, good or bad, it is a result of the past. What we are doing now, we will get it in the future. But in this way, we continue birth after birth like this. And the purpose of this human life, we were talking about in Bhagavad Gita, the purpose of this human life is, an intelligent person is one who thinks, how do I get out of this cycle? Giving, receiving, giving, receiving, giving, receiving. How do I get out of this cycle? Because as long as we continue to take birth in this human form of life, or human form of, not just human form of life, as long as we continue to take birth, because human life is not guaranteed, human life is very rare. As long as we continue to take birth, we would be experiencing this dukhalaya shashvatam. Think about it, okay? Like if someone is someone just is born in the um, uh, like, I'll give an example. We spoke about this very, very briefly, but at the time one person is leaving the body, at that time, okay, all their complete life picture comes in front of them, and the thing that they are most attached to, that becomes the cause of their next birth. So if someone is very attached to the dog, they take a dog birth. And someone may think, oh, this dog is very nice, like, okay, dog birth is, what is the problem in having a dog birth? But think about it, they were thinking about the dog that is a pet in their house and is able to get those food. But when they get a dog birth, they might be a street dog, okay, and they could be in a street dog in a place where they put firecrackers on that street dog. Like I've seen in India, many people, okay, they do this very cruel thing. They put firecrackers on the street dog, on the dog's tail, and they just observe how the dog is in complete fear psychology. So similarly, even if we get a human birth, think about it, like, okay, 200 years back, like, okay, if someone would have had a human birth, what would have been the quality, what would have been the surroundings, versus 100 years back, versus now, versus 500 years from now. Things are getting degraded. If we are sincere, if we are really intelligent, then we have to think, how do we get out of this cycle? And this is what Srila Advaita Acharya was thinking. How do these fallen souls, how do they come out of this? And like when Krishna came, he told, Sarva dharma parityaj mamekam sharanam vraja. Like, you surrender unto me, and then I will take all your sins. But then, like, okay, where is surrender? Okay, surrender is a very, very big thing. Okay, when Mahaprabhu came, he showed us these tenets of how we can surrender. But he gave a very easy principle. If we chant the holy name, then slowly our heart gets transformed. See, think about it. I want to share one very beautiful realization I had. If you see Mahaprabhu's teachings, like, okay, or how he interacted with everyone, how he gave his mercy to the fallen souls, he those who were most fallen, he gave his highest mercy. And if you look around, even in today's day, the Smartha Brahmins, or those who consider themselves very religious, they'll say, okay, go away, don't touch here, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, that. I mean, there are many don'ts. Okay, but if someone is born as a Shudra, or has a lower birth, then they are not even allowed to um, uh, do certain things, like, okay, do some certain ritualistic activities. But Mahaprabhu said, like, okay, like anyone who chants the holy name, it is said, like, okay, Om Apavitra Pavitrava Sarva Avastam Katopiva Yat Smaret Pundrikaksham Bahaya Bhyantar Suchi. This means whether you are pure or impure, Om apavitra pavitrava sarva avastha gatopiva. You may have passed through various situations. Then yat smaret pundrikaksham sa. As soon as one remembers the lotus-eyed Lord Krishna, chants his name, then what happens? Yat smaret pundrikaksham sa bhahyabhantar suchi. Then internally and externally they get purified. That is so simple. By chanting the name of Krishna, it is so simple. So, and in Kali Yuga, okay, this chanting of the holy name is given highest relevance because by chanting this holy name, one can get out of the cycle of birth and death, and plus being in this life also, like if we take shelter of the Lord, then anyway we told about avashya rakshive Krishna vishwas palanam. Krishna will anyway protect. So there is nothing to fear. This is the most simple thing actually. So I know we are reaching end of time. I will take 10 more minutes, and I want to share one beautiful pastime. We had Advaita Acharya's birthday 2 weeks back. Then we had Nityananda Prabhu's birthday. That was 3 days back. And now next month we are having Lord Chaitanya's birthday or appearance day. I think it is around the 25th. The dates may vary in India and US, but it is around the 25th. So I want to share one very beautiful pastime. Let us all transport ourselves 500 years back into Navadvip, when Mahaprabhu was personally present with Nityananda Prabhu, with Advaita Acharya. As I already described, the Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, they were with Mahaprabhu, and along with them was Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur. So Srila Haridas Thakur is a very special personality. He was born in Muslim family, but Mahaprabhu gave him the position of Nam Acharya. Nam Acharya means he is the Acharya of holy name. Acharya means one who teaches by example. Srila Haridas Thakur would chant 192 rounds. That means 3 lakh names every day. It takes roughly, actually if you see that way, we cannot imitate that. It would take us more than 24 hours to chant that, or approximately 24 hours to chant like 192 rounds. But Haridas Thakur, he would chant for 18 hours, and then he would also go, he would sing the glories of the holy name, and he would deliver many people. There are many, he would always be very compassionate to the living entities around. So Mahaprabhu instructed Nityananda Prabhu, that is Balramji, we already told. I'll not tell about the identities any further, but this Mahaprabhu told Haridas Thakur, Srila Haridas Thakur, and Sri Nityananda Prabhu that go to every house and beg everyone to chant the holy name. See, in this mood, Mahaprabhu's compassion was so much. See, it's the Supreme Lord. Okay, he comes here, he comes in this most munificent mood. Okay, and he wants the mercy to be distributed. So Haridas Thakur, Srila Haridas Thakur and Sri Nityananda Prabhu would go daily to various places in Navadvip, and they would fall at their feet. And what Nityananda Prabhu would do is, he is Balram. As Balram, when he would become angry, when he came in Dwapar Yuga, at that time when he was angry when he would be angry, he had this, he is also called Haladhar. He had the plow. If he puts the plow there, the entire earth and universe will shake actually. That is his power. And he is Balram because he is the source of all spiritual strength, material strength as well as strength, spiritual strength. That is why, that is where the word Bal is coming. He is the source of all strength. So that Balram became Nityananda Prabhu, and he is in the most compassionate mood, because in Kali Yuga they thought like to distribute this to this love, like the father as he is most compassionate towards his children. So uh, this they came in this particular mood. Um, so they would go, Nityananda Prabhu would fall at everyone's feet and he would say, please, uh, please chant the holy name. So and then like people would, some people would chant. Those who are not chanting, like, okay, he would request, he would urge them, and with very humble, it is said, date trinadhuri, he would keep straw in between his teeth and fall down at their feet, just as a sign of humility, that please chant this holy name. This way you will be benefited. So, and similarly, like, okay, like this, they would go from different places urging everyone. Same thing with Srila Haridas Thakur also. So one day they saw that there was a crowd, and a lot of crowd had assembled. So as in India, like many times, like many people are gathered somewhere, like, what do we do? Arey, kya hua? Arey, what happened here? What is going on? So they got to know there are two persons, Jagai and Madhai. So these two are actually they are born in Brahmin families, two persons. But then what happened is, because of bad association, this Jagai and Madhai became like criminals there, and they became hardcore criminals. What they will do is they will drink liquor all day. They will steal from people. They would rape women. Okay, they would um, be engaged in gambling. They would murder people. Then um, of course, like, okay, meat eating, we did not say, like, okay, practically anything that you can think of, they were engaged in that kind of sinful activities. And it is said that as they were doing these sinful activities, Chitragupta, who is the accountant of all the activities that is going on, who has been kept in charge by Yamraj to keep an account of every living entity, इनका क्या खाता है, what do they have in account, how much pap punya they have. So Jagai and Madhai, they were so sinful that separately there was a team kept for them, that they were always engaged in so much sinful activities, and their files were growing and growing and growing and growing that way. So, and Yamaraj's team was constantly under pressure to keep up to date with the kind of sins that they're doing. That was their condition. So during, so these two people, like, they were again into some hustle bustle they were doing. That's where Nityananda Prabhu and Srila Haridas Thakur came. So they were again doing some, they were drunk, and they were just and people just from a distance, they started seeing what happened. And as soon as Nityananda Prabhu saw Jagai and Madhai, he felt very lot of compassion for them, and he thought that, okay, in this incarnation, Mahaprabhu has come to give love for everyone. If this Jagai and Madhai, who are most fallen, if they get delivered, then um, then in that case, Mahaprabhu's mission will be successful, and it will go, people will know, understand what Mahaprabhu has come to give, and Mahaprabhu's name will go far and wide. So with that mood, Nityananda Prabhu, what he did is, he came and fell at the feet of Jagai and Madhai, and he said, please chant the holy name. So And as soon as he did that, they were all drunk. They did not know anything. And then they said, like, okay, they saw Nityananda Prabhu and they said, okay, means they misbehaved with him. And somehow or other they pushed Nityananda Prabhu. And then, okay, um, they, they were not willing to listen anything. And they chased after Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu ran quickly, and Haridas Thakur, who at that time was very old, he had hard time running actually. And he had like, okay, he was like, okay, oh, this Nityananda is always getting me into trouble. He goes into this dangerous zones and he makes me run like this. He wants to deliver everyone, but he forgets that I am the old person. And now we have Lalu Kaku and Ashok Keshavchan Prabhu, like they can relate, like, okay, once you are old, like, okay, once age takes over, and I can relate, like, okay, 20 years back, like, okay, whatever my physical abilities were, I don't have those abilities. And I many times I wonder. So Srila Haridas Thakur, like, okay, he's like, okay, oh, this Nityananda always puts me in danger. Now those drunkards, they were about to kill me. So they go and they would report every day to Mahaprabhu. This is a beautiful thing that is being shared, that every day they would go and report to Mahaprabhu what is happening. So by Lord's activities, they teach us that, okay, what we can do. So our daily activities, we can also report to Krishna what we are doing. We can report to Mahaprabhu what we are doing. I was reading from Chaitanya Bhagavat and 2 days back, and like, okay, I was seeing that, okay, Mahaprabhu enjoys when someone comes and gives him reports. This is something that pleases the Lord. This is the mood of the Lord. That, Lord, today I did this. Today I'm trying to do this seva. So, moving further, like next day, Srila Haridas Thakur in the morning only told, see, Nityananda, I know you are this dangerous mood. I don't want to mess with those people. Okay, so if you are going that route, then I am not with you. Nityananda, no. He said, no. Let's not worry about those people. Those are, I know, they are very dangerous. Okay, so we'll not go there. So they went somewhere else. But Nityananda Prabhu had in mind, okay, somehow we have to deliver those guys. Okay. Nityananda Prabhu's mood is that he wants to deliver the most fallen persons. He, like we say, right, look, I am very fallen, I am very fallen. If we really genuinely think that I am most fallen, okay, I have done many sinful activities, then Nityananda Prabhu is for us. He can deliver us. Okay, and so somehow or other, okay, Nityananda Prabhu took a detour, this, that, with Haridas Thakur. Again, they were back to Jagai and Madai. Now, this time what happened? Again, Nityananda Prabhu went and quickly fell at their feet that please chant the holy name. But now they were drinking. They were drinking like an intoxicant from a earthen pot. Okay, and when they were drinking that, what Madhai did is, okay, he took this earthen pot and he told Nityananda Prabhu, go away. And in a spur of a moment, he was so angry that he took the earthen pot and he smashed at the face of Nityananda. So earthen pot came and hit his forehead, and Nityananda Prabhu started bleeding like this. And as soon as Nityananda Prabhu started bleeding like this, Haridas Thakur, he was shocked actually that they hit Nityananda. So he ran to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he informed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that, see, these people have hit Nityananda Prabhu and he is bleeding like this. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he immediately started for that place and he arrived. And in the meantime, as Nityananda was bleeding here, Nityananda Prabhu started begging them, please chant the holy name. Please chant Hare Krishna. So Madhai was again about to beat Nityananda second time. But this Jagai's heart got transformed. He said, oh, Madhai, look at this. You are beating this person, but he he is not taking any bad action against you. He's so he is so softly speaking to you. This is not a quality that we have seen earlier. He's not as he's certainly not a normal person. So as soon as by that time Mahaprabhu arrived, and Mahaprabhu, Krishna's, he never takes any offenses against his own self. If someone tells Krishna something, he it is an offense, but it is not that bad an offense. But if someone offends Krishna's devotees, then Krishna takes an offense. Okay, as soon as Krishna, Mahaprabhu saw in Krishna, Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself in this merciful mood. As soon as Mahaprabhu saw this, he saw that Nityananda is bleeding. He became very angry. He first took care of Nityananda Prabhu. He said, "Are you okay?" And then he saw these two rascals that okay, they are standing there. And he said, "Chakra!" As soon as he said, the Sudarshan Chakra appeared on his hand. Okay. And then he was about to leave, he was about to dispatch the chakra to kill these two people. And then Nityananda Prabhu and Jagai and Madai, as soon as they saw this, then they thought, okay, they are killed now, they will be dead. So Nityananda Prabhu fell at Lord's feet. He said, "Oh Lord, please don't forget the purpose of our this, why we came here. Okay, they are the, in this case, Jagai is the one who saved me. Okay, he's so kind." And Nityananda Prabhu started appreciating Jagai. That Jagai was so kind to me. He saved me. See, like, okay, he's such nice. And as he was, Nityananda was praising Jagai so much, and Jagai's heart was becoming soft. He was thinking, okay, oh, I am such a rascal. I was also drinking and I was also trying to harm this person, and I just said, okay, don't hit the second time. But I was there with him, like, okay, yesterday I only chased him, and he's appreciating me, he's saving me. So Mahaprabhu said that, okay, if Nityananda has forgotten you, if Nityananda has forgiven you, then I forgive you. And then Madhai fell at Lord's feet, Lord Chaitanya's feet. Oh Lord, Madhai started feeling that, okay, oh, I am such a rascal. I did this wrong thing, and he started saying first, I am also with Jagai actually. We both were ignorant and we did ended up doing this thing. But please forgive me as well. He started praying to Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu said that, okay, I cannot forgive you unless Nityananda forgives you. And he fell at Nityananda's Prabhu's feet. And Nityananda Prabhu just embraced him, and he said, okay, uh, like, do not worry, I forgive you. And then, please, Mahaprabhu, please accept him. And when he offered Jagai and Madhai both to Mahaprabhu, then Mahaprabhu said this thing, that okay, from today, um, you will also be bestowed this love for Krishna. But remember one thing, leave your past life, forget whatever you have done, start with a clean slate, and then just chant this holy name, and your life will be perfected. So as soon as this happened, Mahaprabhu said, chant the holy name, and they started chanting, and they started blissfully jumping in joy. So while this was happening, back to our Chitragupta, in the court of Yamraj, suddenly Chitragupta said, okay, oh Yamraj, there is a very strange thing happened. He said, what happened? He said, you know what, like, okay, we had so many warehouses filled with Jagai Madai's accounts. All those files disappeared. Mahaprabhu delivered them. Nityananda Prabhu delivered them. He said, what? Jagai and Madai, they were the most cruelest persons. Okay, they are delivered? He said, yeah. That so many of the warehouses of the files that were there. We had a team of people who were looking after that, and now they are all jobless. Now, what do we do? Then Yamraj, who takes care of accounts, he started saying that, okay, what are you saying? That these are delivered? Yamraj started, like, he started jumping in joy. That, okay, what? This is giving me the greatest pleasure. That, okay, this is the mercy of Mahaprabhu. As soon as, like, when Yamraj started jumping in joy, then Yamraj never dances like that. He's singing and dancing. Lord Brahma came there. He started asking, like, okay, what happened? Brahma is also, he also does act of creation. Okay, he started coming and saying, what is happening? This Yamraj is dancing. And he said, hey, that Jagai and Madai got delivered. Brahma said, what? Brahma started dancing. because, because this is unthinkable. And now, slowly the news, those days there were no cell phones, but then Lord Shiva also got the news. He came there. Hey, what happened? Why is Brahma and this Yamraj dancing here? Then Shiva also got the news that, okay, Jagai and Madai delivered. He said, what? And Shivji started dancing then. So basically, while this was happening, okay, all the demigods, they showered flowers on on Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityananda Prabhu, that, okay, they were singing the glories, that someone who could not be delivered in millions of lifetimes, those personalities you have delivered, my dear Lord, you are so kind, so merciful. Anyone who takes shelter of Mahaprabhu, no matter whatever past they have, it will be clean wiped off. Okay, and anyone who takes, the easiest way to take shelter of Mahaprabhu is to take shelter of Nityananda Prabhu. And very easily we can take that by chanting of the holy name. When we chant the holy name, it pleases Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Otherwise, what will happen is, we may continue to do good things, and we spoke about this also in our basics class. We can do pious activities, but for pious activities, one may be very pious in nature, or one may be very sinful in nature. No matter whether we are pious or we are sinful, for every action there is an associated reaction, and to enjoy or suffer the reactions of the past activities, we have to come back to this world. And when we come back to this world, we have to undergo sufferings, because the nature of this world is dukhalaya shashvatam. But how do we come out of that cycle of that? By taking shelter of the holy name, by taking shelter of Lord Nityananda, of Lord Chaitanya, because they are the most merciful. And as I look forward, okay, it is said, Mahaprabhu has predicted that পৃথিবীতে আছে যত নগরাদি গ্রাম সর্বত্র হইবে মোরা নাম প্রচার, which means that as many towns and villages there are in this world, so everywhere this holy name will spread like a wildfire. So with that mood, like, if you see, when Srila Prabhupada came to the Western world, no one knew who Krishna is. Okay, no one knew who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. Even in India also, the Rath Yatra, which happens now in many places, this used to happen only in Jagannath Puri. But Srila Prabhupada was specially empowered, because if we go and tell Krishna Katha to 5 persons, their heart will not change. It is very difficult. But he transformed thousands and millions of people by his presence, Srila Prabhupada. And that too, he did not start at his age of 20. He started at his ripe age of 70. 69 is when he started. And in the next 11 years, with zero money, he had with zero followers. He had so many followers. He did not want any followers for himself. He was just showing them how to love Krishna. And he established 108 temples. He gave the unadulterated teachings of the scriptures, of the Bhagavad Gita, of the Srimad Bhagavatam, of the teachings of Mahaprabhu in a way that people can take it with lot of compassion, because he was dealing with drug addicts, he was dealing with meat eaters. See, because it is easy to say that, okay, stop this, stop that, okay, but there will be no one to listen. So he gave them, he infused that love in them, okay, so that they're able to accept it, they're able to take it. When we look at this transformation, right? See, it is not about uh, just having temples, but it is about the transformation of the heart. How compassionate are we becoming day to day on a basis? How much are we getting attracted to Krishna? We should evaluate ourselves. Then what will happen? That from on a day to day basis, our life's focus will shift from where we are having challenges to what we can offer for others. If we have lived our life. I will say for myself, look, generally I was talking to some devotees and I was just saying that we generally live our life to give for others and to enjoy based on that, right? But if we live our life for serving others, if our only mission of the life becomes for serving others, that is what Srila Prabhupada has taught us, then we will not have to really think about what am I getting out of this. Then our life will become so sweet, so nectarian, because everywhere we'll be able to see the hand of Krishna. And that is what Srila Prabhupada came to give us. That is what Mahaprabhu came to give us. And as we understand more of Mahaprabhu, how he exchanged these pastimes, how he was so sweet in his reciprocations, that way we can understand what Krishna expects from us. As we understand how Srila Prabhupada's exchanges has been, that way we can understand how we can exchange this with others. Then our home will become Golok Vrindavan. Then at every moment, no matter whatever situation we are in, we will be in supreme bliss. And if we keep Krishna in the center, then Krishna arranges for each and everything. There is absolutely nothing to be fearful of. Krishna is the doer. We think that, okay, I am doing something, I will do this. Like as I was talking to someone yesterday, okay, you're saying, okay, I did this. No, we were empowered to do that. Krishna empowered us to do that. That is why we were able to do this. If my one hand doesn't work, okay, that hand which is working now to do something is not in my control whether it will work the next moment. But it is just because Krishna is empowering us to do that we are able to do little bit of what we are able to do. So with that, I would conclude this session. I would humbly urge everyone to chant the holy name. You don't have to make a life commitment for this, but I would just suggest that, okay, chant the holy name for just 6 weeks or even for 3 weeks. Just chant one mala and see. If your life does not change, if you don't feel that positivity in your life, then leave it. But I would certainly suggest try it, because the proof of the taste of pudding lies in tasting it. So when you taste that, then you will be able to understand that, okay, oh, how blissful this is. And we can have, it is not about the knowledge or anything, but at that time we all will have realizations of our own, and we can come and share and exchange those. And when we share and exchange that, then what will happen is each and every one of us, our hearts will open up to give and receive, and we all can advance together. Hare Krishna. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. If anyone has any question or comments, we can take it now. I know I have again crossed Lalu Kaku's 11:30 mark. Although I try very hard. But somehow, sometimes what happens is when we do this service, okay, it is I I always pray to Guru Parampara that they use me as an instrument in whatever is useful for all of you to convey me, just like a postman does. A postman, he may bring a money order or he may bring a package. Those package does not belong to him. The money order or the money does not belong to him. He is just a deliverer, and that is he just his role is just like that. And that way I just consider myself like just like a postman, like whatever Srila Prabhupada and Guru Parampara is giving. So just to uh, give the letters to each and everyone. When each and every one of you hear this, and as I also hear it in my classes, okay, where with others. So at that time, each of us interpret things differently. Each of us has different ways as to how whatever the Guru Parampara is giving us. So I am very grateful because of all of you. I am also able to do some Krishna Katha, and this is most pleasing to Krishna. So if you have any questions or any comments um, or any suggestions, please let me know. And otherwise, like we can stop here. Hare Krishna. Anyone has any questions or comments or suggestions? You can raise your hand. Oh yes, Lalu Kaku, please.
Yes, I have no question, but I just want to share some changes in my life in past 2 years by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and by reading that Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and the Prabhupada's book. Previously, I was too addicted in the TV, to all these movies and reading all the novels and so many extracurricular activities. I was too much in too too much is involved besides my job oriented job. But now in the past 2 years, you will means I myself get surprised that I have not watched TV almost 1.5 years. My TV in that drawing room, I have not switched on the TV for 1.5 years. And previously, I was worried to spend time. Are itna time kaisa pass karega? How to spend time? Now, by chanting and by reading the books and everything, in fact, I am want of time. I don't get time. So these are the changes I have got. Just I wanted to share. And really, I'm very happy. I'm very happy, and I am very, very grateful to you and Dinapavan Gaurango Prabhu for transforming me, for getting this change in my life. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Gurudev. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, and all glories to Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Thank you for sharing this heartfelt realization. Actually, as you were sharing, one thing that came to my mind, so I just wanted to share that. So, what happens is Krishna consciousness, Srila Prabhupada said, is about getting a higher taste. Once once one gets a higher taste, they leave the lower taste. So what you were saying is like, okay, you have got a higher taste now, and by getting that higher taste, you are in bliss, and you do not have any attraction for the other things. It is not about stopping something, but it is about like including Krishna in our life, so that like those which are lower taste, they automatically go away. So you are very sincere, and that's how like Krishna is reciprocating. The Guru Parampara is reciprocating. So thank you for sharing. Anyone else has any comments or any questions or suggestions? You can take it now. Okay, I see there is a message from Shama Kurnamai. Shama Kurnamai is saying that how her life has also got transformed, and and this chanting is so powerful that for her position she feels she wants to give this amazing gift to everyone. Yes, thank you Shama Kurnamai Mataji for sharing. Yes, Parul Mataji want to say something?
I would like to say thank you to you, Prabhuji, for taking time each week, every week, and especially me personally teaching me about Guru Parampara and Krishna chanting. You've been mentioning that for the last few weeks and the importance of chanting. Thank you so much for sharing that. I do chant, and the materialistic world, the serving that we do for the family, a lot of times the chanting kind of doesn't happen the way it should happen. But keep doing it, I think. Instead of, waiting for something to happen good, just keep chanting is the key for me. And thank you so much each week that you give these beautiful lessons. You flow like a river. So thank you. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you so much, Parul Mataji. So grateful. All glories to again our Guru Parampara, and because I am just a postman, as I mentioned. And one thing, since you mentioned that sometimes chanting doesn't happen, I found a very easy way actually, that if anyone is interested, they can chant. I do it sometimes, actually many times, and my son also does that. So if someone is in a very busy life, if they are unable to chant, let's say they are traveling, they're cooking, all the time they're very busy, then one of the things that can be done is like having a counter. Counter is like, okay, you can put it on your hand like this, and I can send a picture of that. And you can just click that. You can just chant mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare, and you can click that. So it will count 1, then 2. It has a digital counter. So that is very useful. I just thought of sharing that. If you do, if someone does it on a beats, and I'm just sharing that because many people will be watching this video also. If one does it on a beats, that is the most recommended way. But sometimes, like, okay, if it is not getting possible, then it is better than not chanting actually. That way, like, okay, we can chant, and we can track how much we are able to chant, and that allows like, us to do more also. So I just thought of sharing that. I hope you find that helpful. And Shama Kurnamai also said that, okay, just as you were sharing that you want to share these deep realizations because it has helped you. I could not understand this message actually.
You were mentioning that these you have these realizations that you give this time. You were just sharing after the class was over that this is something that you have received from Guru Parampara, and they're so valuable that you try to share these realizations with us. That is what I was going to say, that I also completely, I feel the same way that although I'm very insignificant and I'm also struggling myself in this, but whatever little I'm doing, I'm getting these wonderful realizations, and I'm realizing that how powerful this Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting is, because I've been chanting from past few years, and the transformation that I see in my life is just marvelous. Like I sometimes I feel that even my own, from a very insignificant level, but my own life is such a amazing transformation. If I see myself just few years back, and if I compare my own self in these years, then I think it's just a miracle. So yeah, so it's the same feeling that when we receive something very nice, uh, like if it's a nice piece of cake, then the first thought I will have in my mind is that I want to share this cake with my loved ones, with my dear ones. So it's the same thing, that something that has helped me, the moment I know that wow, this has helped me so much. And if I, when I have a friend and a good friend and I see them suffering, then the first thing that comes to my mind is I want to share the secret with them. I want to share this with them because this is invaluable, this is priceless, and unless somebody really tries it, they will not be able to understand the importance of it, or what power it holds. So that's what I was trying to share.
Absolutely, yes, that is very true. And that is the whole purpose. Like you see, when we are really benefited with something, then we try to share that. And you will see that, okay, there are many marketing salesmen also, like who will say that, okay, oh, I have this soap, and they will tell the that why don't you buy this soap. They are also trying to sell a soap. But if one has used a soap, okay, especially one who has a skin disease, I'm just thinking like, okay, if one has used a soap which has helped him to cure his skin disease, then what will happen is, if that person goes and says, this particular soap has cured my this skin disease actually, and he may show his pictures also, see before and after, like this, I had this problem and this is now this. Now the marketing person is also trying to sell, but it is a it is it is not from his heart. He is doing that out of a duty. But the one who has realized the value of the soap, when he sells it, it comes right from his heart. it will it will be transmitted into the other person's heart also. So they can understand the value of that. So when we apply this Krishna consciousness, whatever we are hearing, when we try to apply it in our lives, it could be one point only, okay, then our lives will change. It could be, we should, if we reflect back, okay, what did I hear back, and if during the week, if we try to share that with others, we try to reflect on those, that's it. That is all it takes. And if we are able to regularly chant, even if it is one month, one mala, that means 108 mantras, that's it. We start with that. Gradually things will change, because Krishna is a person, he will reciprocate. When we see live Krishna's reciprocation in our lives will automatically change. So with that, yes, anyone else has anything? um, I see Prakash Prabhu is here. Prakash Prabhu, you want to share something?
Hare Krishna ji.
Hare Krishna.
It is a great experience and always it is a blessing. Only when Krishna decides I can able to join the call. I know he decided that I have to join your classes regularly, and that is why I am here. And I know there are a lot of positivity in your class. You are sending all positive vibes to the people and hope it will change all the lifelong. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. As I said, I am just a very menial instrument. Thank you, Prakash Prabhu. And yes, if you join like Prakash Prabhu, it's not about this session only, but what I would suggest is, like, if you are regularly joining, then just if you are able to apply some of these, if you are able to chant the holy name, that will certainly be beneficial. Okay, just try that and see that for some time. Like, give yourself a time. Like, okay, that, let's say 2 months, let me try this, let me chant, let me hear. When you do this, right, for a period, for a 2 months period, then you look back and see, what was I before 2 months? Okay. Am I able to deal with my situations better? How am I thinking? Okay. And during those periods, okay, if there are some challenges that comes up, we should be able to discuss that in our sessions, classes. If there are any personal questions, you can also personally send me messages. That way what will happen is, we all we all can nourish each other, and we all can grow together. See, there is no point in having the cake oneself, but when we all sit together and when we all have the cake together, when it's a celebration, okay, it's Krishna's cake, we are hearing Krishna Katha. So if we are all progressing together, it would be the greatest joy. When I come for these sessions, I'll be very honest today, I never shared this, but my purpose is very simple. If one person gets benefited out of all the classes, then I would think that um, that is really benefited. It's not meant for like, okay, getting 50 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, not like that. But it's like, okay, if one person gets benefited, that is success. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I wish you all a very, very wonderful weekend and happy week. And I offer my sincerest prayers at the lotus feet of Shri Shri Gaura Nitai, Shri Shri Radha Kunjabihari, who is most merciful, and Shri Shri Adoshadashi Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai, for all of you and your families. Hare Krishna. Please take care. Dandavat Pranam.